Hey guys, it is time for another pregnancy update. This has definitely been too long. I was trying to do it every 2 weeks, but the last few weeks have been where I've been doing a lot of preparing for the baby and baby showers and all kinds of stuff, so it has just been crazy. I am currently 35 weeks pregnant, which is insane to me. I can't believe I'm already just a few short weeks away before he is going to arrive in delivery, but I want to share with you guys what has been going on. My last update was to week 30, so we're going to go through 31 through 34 today, and I'll try to have it not be super long video, but we'll just go ahead and start with 31. So week 31 is where me and Matt went to the all-day labor class. We chose to do it all in one day instead of splitting it up, just because it would fit better in our schedules, and so I think it was 8 hours long. In that class we actually got to do a tour of the hospital, which was really nice, so kind of sharing where do you go when you're in labor, where you'll be going for labor and delivery, where you'll be going for recovery, all of those type of things. Got to see the rooms, got to see all those areas. That was really helpful for me to kind of have a little bit of an inside look on what I should be expecting here in the next few weeks. And then also in the labor class, we went through just every single type of labor, what to expect during labor, all of your different options with labor. So a lot of information, really good information. And then also some birthing positions and things of that nature. So that was a super helpful class for both of us, and I feel really got me to know what I'm kind of preparing for. So really enjoyed that. In week 31, I really noticed having a lot more difficulty with breathing. I really also noticed it while I was editing and doing videos where I'm doing a lot of breaths or I just sound really breathy, and so I have noticed that significantly change as I got farther along. I think just getting bigger, he's taking up more space, so my lungs don't have as much room, so, and going up and down the stairs really leaves me quite breathless after that, so really noticed that. Lots of baby movements in the tummy, which is so cool, and more of just kind of those cool ripples, when they have their little foot hanging out, or you just kind of see your body roll as the baby adjusts. So it's a cool different change from just regular kicks and stuff to seeing the baby move from the outside. Also noticed a lot more hiccups from him. He usually hiccups, usually it feels once a day where I can feel those hiccups, and so those are really fun as well to kind of experience. Week 31 was also a little scary for me because I had my third trimester ultrasound, and normally I got my first and my second trimester at a specialist, so a high-risk doctor, just because I'm IVF. My doctor wanted me to go there instead, but my third one, because everything was going well, was at my regular OB. Well, there was a major difference in the quality of the equipment. I just knew visually. I was with the the ultrasound, I was this is so anticlimactic because I can't see anything. It was super fuzzy and just really old school compared to the other ones that I was used to. But while they were doing that ultrasound, they noticed that he was really, really little, and he was sounding great and looking great and all that, but he just was measuring really, really small. So they actually said that he was in the 4th percentile. So I obviously was freaked out by that because that's a really low percentile. My OB wasn't really all that concerned because I guess everything else was going well. She didn't really have too much of a warning bell, but she did send me over to a specialist to make sure the placenta wasn't breaking down, and that's why he was so little, or if he had any kind of other growth restriction, to explain why he was so little versus he was just a little guy. So I was totally freaked out most of the next few days before I got to actually go to that appointment. So that then takes us to week 32, where I did go to the specialist and did a very, very thorough ultrasound, and it was actually a 3D ultrasound, which was awesome because we hadn't done any 3D ultrasounds yet. So that was really cool, and got to see everything. It was almost, I want to say it was close to an hour ultrasound where the tech measured everything, and I got to see the 4 chambers of the heart, all kinds of stuff, and he was on their equipment which is way more high tech and a little bit more accurate, I think, was measuring in like the 34th percentile. So he's still a little bit lower than average, just a little guy. And so they were totally fine, don't need to do any other tests other than that, and he looked really healthy. So that was a major blessing. I definitely had an increase in Braxton Hicks in week 32. I've been having them here and there for a while. Actually, I feel like I definitely felt an increase in having them, you know, several times throughout the day versus, you know, like maybe just once or twice. Like this was more of like 6 times a day type of thing. So I felt an increase for sure. And I also felt an increase in like not only the Braxton Hicks where it's just like in your tummy tightness, but kind of almost like those period type cramps. But they weren't together, so my doctor said it was fine. It's just, again, preparing, you know, my body's preparing for delivery. Been also, haven't mentioned this before, but I have been getting massages quite often because that's just kind of my version of self-care, and so I really like those, and those have been helping a lot, especially with like my swelling and just different joint pain and everything like that. So if you guys can do massages, I definitely suggest them. I've been trying to get them done like every, you know, 3 weeks or so. That has been super helpful, especially in the 3rd trimester when you're feeling everything a lot more. 32 weeks, I also noticed I was waddling a little bit more, or other people were noticing I was waddling a little bit more. In week 33 was my first baby shower. So I actually have had 3 technically. So week 33, my aunt threw me a baby shower, and it was a little bit more of an intimate shower at a tea house, and it was super adorable and amazing, and I just can't even believe how many amazing people I have in my life and want to spoil our little boy. And so it was awesome, and I had quite a few people come from out of town, so that was amazing to see them and spend time with them and have a really nice weekend with that shower. So loved every second of that. Family was in town for that for sure, so that was keeping me very busy in between doing shower and baby stuff and work. I was spending a lot of time with family, so that's also why it took me a little bit longer to film this video. Let's see, cramping a little bit more, harder to get up. That's definitely been something I've been noticing later on, where, you know, getting out of bed, I'm like rolling out of bed. I can't really like do too many like ab workouts to try to lift myself up, getting out of the car, getting off the couch, all of those things. If I get myself down on the floor, I have to have someone really help me up, or it takes quite a experience trying to get me up. So just a harder time maneuvering around altogether. And also in week 33 is when I started noticing kind of the weight in my face and other areas showing up, whereas before I felt like most of my weight was really in my stomach and a little bit like in my lower half, especially with all the swelling. But now I kind of notice it a little bit more in my face, as well as like a little bit more like in my arms and stuff. So feeling like the weight's dispersing a little bit more evenly throughout my body now. And I am about 30 pounds up now. I think that was around 34, 35 weeks when I hit the 30-pound mark. Still feel really good. I totally feel like most of that weight, like 10 pounds of it, is all water weight, because no joke, like I am super swollen. Like I got a massage yesterday and the lady was like, girl, your legs are out of control. Like you need to be putting them up all day, every day. So I feel like I have a lot of water weight, and you know, then the other weight is really kind of more in my belly. But I'm still feeling really healthy and good, so I'm down for the 30 pounds. Week 34 is when I had my second and third shower. So my second shower was thrown by my mother-in-law, and that was absolutely beautiful and stunning. It was so much fun. It was at her house, and it was decorated beautifully, and there was wonderful food, and we got to be able to, you know, invite, you know, like my coworkers and my other friends and Matt's friends' wives, who are also my friends and girlfriends, and also family members on his side, and it was really, really fun. So I loved that shower as well. I just can't even believe how amazing people are in my life. So that was so much fun. We got basically everything that we needed. We just did a Target run today and had to get a few like just last minute things, but for the most part we're like set after those showers. And then my third shower was a shower that my work threw, and so I had they gave me diapers, and we had a little potluck, and so that was really fun to do that in the meeting, so it was like a little mini shower. Oh, 34, definitely feeling more tired, where it is a little bit more of a struggle to get up in the morning, a little bit more struggle to like stay awake and alert during the day, feeling like I need those naps, really crashing at night, like really tired, and more sore. Just my body in general I feel like is more sore. It could be the swelling as well, why it's a little bit more sore, and again getting more and more harder to kind of move around. I also noticed, which was really weird, this has been new, I haven't noticed too much changes like in my nails and my hair, which a lot of people I think do see changes in their pregnancy for that, but I just recently in week 34 noticed that my nails feel a lot weaker. I normally have really kind of just strong thick nails that grow really easily. I can grow them really long and they stay long for a while without breaking, but I've just noticed that my nails have been way more flimsy lately, like just opening different, you know, containers or whatever. I feel like I could break my nail at any moment, so that's a big change that I've noticed just in week 34, where my nails are very much weaker than normal, and they still feel like that, so it's kind of carried over to the next week as well. And then a lot more back pain in week 34, so really just kind of feeling it in my back for sure, upper and lower back. So that's something that has, you know, happened throughout the pregnancy, but really feeling it now where my back is definitely hurting, and standing up is a little uncomfortable, sitting down is uncomfortable, so really just laying down on my side is the way that I get the most relief at this point in pregnancy. Black is probably not the best color to be wearing in these updates, so hopefully you guys can kind of see a little bit from the front on how baby's doing. Here is the side angle. It's getting big, I love it. Here's the baby bump from the front, just straight on naked skin belly. I do have a little bit of a sunburn still left around my belly button. I went swimming. And then I have noticed maybe a couple little baby stretch marks coming up around here. I think I've seen 2. And then here's the belly from the side. And still tattoo is going strong. I'm really excited how it's holding up. That is my latest update. I go tomorrow to the OB for my first like cervical check to see what's going on, and then I will be seeing the OB every week after that. So I will be giving you guys updates on how that goes very soon. Let me know if you have any specific questions or anything of that nature. Let me know if you're also pregnant and how everything's going with you. Sending tons of love out there to the other pregnant mommies out there. It's so exciting. And I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye!